Welcome back. This is Danny Doyle. I'm here with Jacob once again, and without further ado, here is part 2 of part 4 of chapter 17. That's a mouthful. I don't know a better way to phrase it. This is the end of the Serenus Forest Kill Oliver arc.
I think it'd be so cool if you actually managed to get the adept manual because Tabarn's all the way over here.
I think Janaf and Ulki are probably going to get it.
Oh my goodness. Both
Vanilla
of them just
players,
crit.
vanilla players like to actually rescue away Tabarn, either because, oh no, he's stealing my experience, or because there are two droppable items. The Nosferatu, it's light magic, which light magic's actually, I like the way they did it in this game, where it goes off your staff rank for promoted risks, as opposed to him just having to grind it up from E. So when he promotes, he'll have light magic. I don't think it's good even in vanilla, because he's, like, just not a good combat unit. I've had a really good, mage, or, like, bishop magic combat risk one time, and that was in a draft, and it was sort of just a meme. But then, not this guy. This guy drops an adept manual, which I usually just sell, but a lot of people like. It's, you know, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's skill percent chance you get to attack again. It's cool when it happens, but you don't really rely on it.
Soren comes with it by default, which I think is pretty good on him, just because he'll, like, usually be attacking without retaliation anyway, so sometimes you won't expect him to kill and he just randomly will. Which I think that's... I don't think skill percent skills are good when you are relying on them to survive or relying on them to get a kill. But I think they're good when they, like, incidentally happen and make you have better action economy. Like, if Soul triggers and you're like, oh, I guess I don't have to heal him this turn, and Risk can do something else. Or,
yes.
If Adept triggers and you kill someone and you're like, well, now I was gonna team up to kill him, and now I can have someone else. Now I can have, the person I was gonna... Like, if Soren was going to team up with Titania to kill someone, and he triggers Adept and kills, you can be like, well, I guess Titania can do something else now.
It's no different than getting a lucky crit. It's something you can't rely on, but it's nice when it happens.
I do also think that, the other instance in which, like, skill percentage things can be good is, the defensive ones. Like Soul or Pavise or whatnot. If you're like, I'm facing 5 enemies, all of whom have 75 hit on me, and if I dodge one, I survive, but if I get hit by all of them, I die. Having the extra, like, if I dodge one or trigger Soul or Pavise, then I survive. Like, that just... I mean, there. Makalov useful.
Makalov doing work.
I think that's nice. Like, if, again, not if you're relying on them to survive, but if it's like, I have a good chance of survival anyway, and this just increases my already good chance of survival.
Yes.
I'm gonna start moving a couple of combat units over... Or... I don't know if I'm gonna, like, commit to killing this guy and instead just, like, steal from him with Volk or something.
I'd be amazed if you were actually able to get Volk over there.
I'd be amazed if I'm able to get anyone over there. Like, if Tabarn just... Because Tabarn flies, too. So, like, as soon as he cleans up this area...
Denav's probably going to untransform here in a bit. Ah, that's a funny joke.
Yeah, I actually... So, I unironically... I don't think he's good enough to bench someone for in a vanilla playthrough, and you usually are using someone you don't want to bench, especially since you, like, get Rayson and Tanith. But I think that Tabarn is a good... Like, he's a good draft pick, because he's, like, flying Leth. His stats are going to be, like, fine for when he joins. We can go over him at the start of the next chapter.
I think you meant Janaf. You said that, right?
Yeah, isn't that who I said?
You said Tabarn, I think.
Shoot. I think Janaf is a pretty good, like, he's like flying Leth, where he will transform at the start. Why are you like this, Tabarn?
Ha ha ha. He wants to go kill the bow guy.
I know, but I didn't want him to.
I don't think I ever remember seeing those Cavaliers that just popped up. I don't remember those.
I do. I'm not. I don't think they're zone based. I think they're turn based. Or maybe they're like turn and zone. Like there are a certain number of turns after you trigger the other thing.
Complex reinforcement condition. Only
I
when
know
you
Conquest does that a couple of times where it's like, well, so it's not necessarily because it's you go into a zone and then for a certain number of turns people show up, and FE7 actually does that too in the map that I did PvP on Praise Beast.
The only trigger on green unit phase, if you step into the reinforcement zone between turns 15 and 26, and they appear on odd numbered turns, but not if you have 16 units deployed or more.
Sounds about accurate.
And if it's Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, they don't appear.
What I would give for Thracia trade.
Thracia trade is so good. I love Thracia trade so much.
I'll just like not move. Oh, I can't even like benefit from rescuing him because of the swamp.
Oh. Swamp tiles are so frustrating.
Oh no! Oh no! I love how like I thought Rayson had like runaway AI because his first turn he almost always just runs away to the spot where Marcia was hiding earlier. But no, apparently he does that, but then he's like, actually, I kind of want to hang out with my friends. I don't know what his AI is. Like, he doesn't dance, but he chills with them to like heal them passively.
I know, maybe that's what his AI is. Maybe it's like a healing AI.
It would make sense, even though it would like, or ludically, it would make sense. If he had an aggressive AI, because his whole thing is like he hates humans. He's like he wants to fight them, even though he literally cannot. That's like his characterization.
Really runs at them.
Yeah, he in fucking Radiant Dawn, he talks about how like he takes inspiration from Tabarn and he wants to be as good a fighter as Tabarn, which like don't we all? But it's not gonna fucking happen, you twerp.
Loved Tabarn. Tabarn is probably my favorite Lagoose. I think he's so cool.
Playing reverse recruitment Radiant Dawn has given me a new appreciation for Enna. Just because they have like the tides, where in Radiant Dawn, dragons will boost the stats of people standing next to them, depending on what type of dragon they are. So red dragons boost skill and attack, or skill and strength. White dragons boost magic and speed, and black dragons defense and resistance. So like just the two different types of defense.
Oh. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it makes so having access to, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 dragons in the early game of reverse recruitment. 1 black dragon, 1 white dragon, and 2 red dragons, who I know you haven't played, so I'm not going to spoil their identities. But then actually one of the red dragons replaces Ileana, so joins the Grail Mercenaries. So I ended up, even though I don't think that she turned out like worthwhile, because it's fun, I just like pumped a bunch of BXB into her. So that I could continue to use her in Part 3. That's how I did the Part 3 Defend chapters. I just deployed her. Oh, do you have a bow? You don't have a bow. Okay.
It got scary there for a sec.
Did a little bit. Won't lie. Yeah, I mean, unless they could kill, I'm not surprised that he went for she. I'm not surprised that the Cav went for Janaf.
Janaf dodge tanking like a Chad.
That's what Hawks do. it's much like tigers and ravens, where I think hawks are better than crows. I mean, you don't get any crows other than Nysala in this game. And again, I'm not getting him. I'm choosing Gifka. Because Gifka's the boss.
Spoilers.
But I think that tigers are better than cats and hawks are better than ravens, because I would much rather have extra strength in this game than extra speed, since enemies are pretty easy to double.
That makes sense. Oh no, if you hurry up, you might be able to get the Nosferatu tome.
I'm more concerned with getting the Adept Scroll, because I think that sells for more, and also he's going to be easier to kill. Actually, I don't know if it sells for more. Do you mind looking up the sell value of both of those items? Because if I have an option, I want to take the one that sells for more, because I'm not using either of them.
Ugh. E9 Nosferatu V9 Adept. Adept sells for 2,000, Nosferatu sells for 1,500.
Yeah,
or
so
that's how
Adept
much
sells for more.
Well,
Yeah.
that's their price, so I guess that's half. So 1,000 for Adept.
Yeah, either way, like, the fact that it costs more means that it'll sell for more.
And it's just going to be so much easier to get it.
I'm not 100% sure about that, actually. Ugh, I want to turn on animation so we can witness Tabarn killing Oliver, but I can't turn on individual animations for just Tabarn.
Oh.
I
mean, none of your units are going to see very much combat.
Yeah, but oh, I don't think I can even turn on animations for Tabarn, because he's a green unit.
Oh, yeah, I think green units don't have animations in this game.
Yeah, green and yellow units don't have animations.
Which is a really nice touch.
I wish that in Radiant Dawn, I think Radiant Dawn's the first game to add the option to, you press a button to turn animations on and off, like during enemy phase. You're like, oh no, I just
Really?
realized this person's in a precarious position. For me, it's usually Heather, because I love memeing around with her to steal shit that I shouldn't be stealing. I like to pair her with Har so that I can like steal boltings and stuff. Just using the same trick I described for the Meteor Mage, where you like keep everyone out of bolting range and put Har and Heather in 1-2 range of the mage. The mage will usually go attack Har because effective damage and low res with like El Thunder or Thunder or whatever he has equipped. And then bolting is unequipped, so Heather can steal it, and then Har can savior her out of there.
Stefan will be fine. Look at him go.
I mean, he can dodge a lot of stuff. I'm just like, I'm concerned about if he doesn't. Like, that's a good chunk of damage if he doesn't dodge a bunch of 36s and whatnot.
Yeah, I think some of the best quality of life improvements when it comes to animations is the toggle button, where you can toggle on and off animations on the fly. I like doing that. The ability to turn off assist animation, or just not having them at all, is kind of nice. I'd rather
like,
have the toggle.
Oh, sorry.
I'd rather have the ability to turn them on or off, just in case there's those 6 people out there that like watching animations or dancing animations.
Well, and
But
it's
I
annoying
like...
because I like seeing like if a mage or a sage rather has like both staves and anima. I like seeing the anima animations in like GBA, but I don't like seeing the staff animations, so I end up turning them off or using a speed up button, which like
I want to say Awakening was the first game to have the ability to just turn off healing animations.
that sounds like an Awakening thing.
I know Path of Radiance just didn't have them all together, right? There just aren't healing animations.
Well, there's map animations.
That's what I mean. Well, there's mapping, but this one didn't have any. Radiant Dawn doesn't have them. Both of the DS Emblem games don't have them. But then the 3DS Emblem introduced it brought them back, but you can turn off assisting action, which again I think is really convenient.
The one thing that I don't like about Awakening and turning off animations is the way that Chapter 1 works. Or not Chapter 1, the prologue works, where you have to watch the cutscene over and over again if you fail it, which on Maniac Mode you do a lot. And then you have to go in and adjust the settings every time you fail it.
Yeah.
They do have one really cool thing that you didn't mention that, doing it on Lunatic sort of taught me to appreciate. No, Janaf, I was going to heal you.
He doesn't want to be healed. He wants to heal.
Oh, nice.
Nice crit.
Okay, I
think
might.
you're about to get
So what I might do is, bank on a
doesn't
crit, I
kill.
guess.
Love.
And then rescue him away with Titania.
You have Astra and crit chances.
What's the Killing Edge do? That's better.
Yeah, that's
I
better.
prefer that.
Astra.
Well, I guess we can check now to see how many uses he used up. Did he use up 5? I don't remember how many there were, but I think he might have used up 5.
I guess whenever we go back and watch the recording.
Yeah, I'll watch the recording and figure it out in post.
You were saying something about Awakening.
Just that, like, so, because you start the prologue, just, like, you're unable to save, like, preps or whatever before the prologue, you have to go back and, in Lunatic Mode, you have to go back and, like, reset, all the animation settings you did every single fucking time you fail, which you fail a lot in the prologue, especially your first time playing Lunatic, because there's, like, there's
real quick,
strats that are more consistent than others.
I was going to say, if you drop off Stefan close enough to Oliver, you might be able to kill him next turn with Stefan.
I mean, I have a couple of shovers as well.
But yeah, Lunatic
Mordecai
enemy.
over there. Oh yeah, Lunatic animations. One thing that they added that I really, really appreciated, was you can turn off enemy phase animations. So when it got to the point in the game where I'm only using, like, Robin with a pair-up bot, Anna, I'm using Libra, but mostly for staff stuff. I'm using Morgan with a pair-up bot, Lucina, and I'm using, Pan with a pair-up bot. I think I was, yeah, Vike. Pan with Vike, who was, like, the only survivor of the early game other than Kellum. I was like, well, I've got, like, 4 units, 5, if you count Frederick, who's, like, a glass cannon. I've got 5 units, and a bunch of enemies. I don't want to sit through enemy phase animations. You can switch it so that rather than, like, obviously you can skip the enemy phase as well, but rather than doing that, you can make it so that, enemy phase animations are turned off, but player phase ones are turned on.
Yeah,
And I really liked that. Listen to me, boars. Oh, fucking FE6 moment.
Nice miss. Oh no, he's using up your tome you're gonna sell. Janop's just chilling.
I won't sell it immediately because I can foresee potentially, like, weird situations where it ends up being useful if Riss ends up promoted, which, like, he's potentially going to just because of grinding staff rank. And I guess I have the option of BXP for him, but as I've told you, I'm planning on saving that for someone else, and it wasn't Tim, spoilers.
How? Who is it gonna be? My only other guess is it's gonna be like... It's gonna be like Jeffrey, just so you don't have to watch his experience gauge go up every time you attack.
Lol.
Yeah, I think if you do some smite shenanigans, you might be able to attack Oliver with Stefan.
I mean, yeah, it could. Stefan's fully healed now, yeah, so I can, like, Mariam
Maybe,
shove.
like, shove with Mariam, smite with Mordecai.
I didn't plan on getting this. He does not even need a fucking crit.
Oh, Nosferatu, heal.
I forgot something else important.
Oh yeah, we have to watch him do it. But yeah, remember, you probably want to use the lightsaber just in case he heals.
I mean, I could also just show off the lightsaber color this way. Because, like, the other thing is,
yeah.
This...
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, so, since that doesn't actually exist, sorry to anyone with headphones, that was probably a little bit loud. I can put a warning in the description. Since that doesn't actually exist, like, let's get as much staff experience as we can.
I mean, I do the exact same thing. I'm like, what else can I do on this turn before I end the map?
Well, so in a vanilla playthrough, like, for level ups, I would be killing these chumps and doing stuff, but, like, weapon experience kind of matters, staff experience really matters. I have animations on, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Let's use the
Everyone loves these. Well, and Oliver has his own theme that you only get to see with animations on, so I'm very happy that it worked out this way. What? Oh, no, he doesn't.
I love his goofy-looking, unique model, though.
But yeah, he's Stefan's a Jedi. He has the blue sword. Yeah, I guess I was confusing with something else. I know what I was confusing it with. I don't want to say.
Yeah, I know he has like the funny music that plays whenever he's in cutscenes and stuff. Maybe that's what you were thinking of, because I love his music that plays during a cutscene. I cannot fall here, but I cannot retreat. Come on, good level up. Oh.
Jacob, you should mute your headphones right now. Like, you should mute my audio so that you can't hear me. I mean. So Jacob doesn't know this because he hasn't played Radiant Dawn and he thinks Oliver's dead. But, like, Oliver retreated, which is very funny because he just made a joke about him not being able to retreat. And Oliver has unique music in Radiant Dawn when he shows up as a playable character. So that's what I was thinking of, not the cutscene theme. But that was chapter 17, the entirety of chapter 17. We have been Danny Doyle and Muted Jacob. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.